From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Well, happy Monday morning to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Kruger here, Weather NorCal. Hey, hope you had yourselves a great weekend. And, as expected, we started the weekend off dry and warm, but then it cooled off. We even saw a few showers out there. Now, the valley overall didn't see a lot of rainfall. Most of it was along the coast and for some of the higher elevations. In fact, let's take a look at Kruger's Quickcast, and we'll start with the rainfall totals the last 24 hours. Now, as expected, right, no big surprises. Where was most of the rain? Yeah, along the coast. And then inland, and then even parts of Trinity County. Now, there were a few spots like Shingletown that saw 36/100ths of an inch of rainfall, 69/100ths in Alturas. But look at the valley. As I mentioned, overall, not a lot. There was some measurable rainfall in Corning at about 600ths. You can see right here, looks like near the Anderson area, Palisadro, saw some of that heavier rainfall there as well. But in the meantime, off towards Lassen and Plumas counties, didn't see much rainfall there either. But we do have more chances for rain in the forecast here this week, which we'll get into. Let's get you out the door this morning, though. Now, this morning, I think the valley, for the most part, at 8 o'clock this morning is dry. Trinity County, North Coast, Siskiyou County, a few light showers out there. Nothing heavy. Modoc County, Eastern Mountains, most likely dry conditions, but changing later this morning and afternoon. Now, what's all happening? Well, you can kind of see it right here. We have a trough of low pressure right here. That's the colder air that comes in with that trough of low pressure. See the speckled clouds? That's the support to kind of help illustrate that that's colder air that's moving in with the speckled clouds. So this is going to just be your typical cool and unsettled weather pattern. Now, again, what does that mean? We're getting that time of the year. You're going to hear me say that a lot. And that basically means is you'll see a mixture of sun, some clouds, and a chance for a few showers out there. So let's take a look at Futurecast and show you what I'm talking about. Here we are at 6 a.m., cool and unsettled. You see how it's just a mix of sun, some clouds, a chance for a few showers, 6 a.m. All right, let's take you into about 8, 9, 10 o'clock this morning. You see how we have some light showers in the valley, some light showers elsewhere. Now, it looks like maybe some heavier rainfall possibly for parts of Del Norte and Humboldt counties. But really, overall, we're still fairly dry, even at 10 o'clock this morning for Lassen and Plumas counties. Now, we get into the noon hour, that heavier band of rain is now pushing into Trinity County. We're seeing some showers and heavier, more kind of widespread showers for parts of Siskiyou County, making its way into Modoc County. But again, look at the valley. We're just not seeing a lot of rainfall there. A passing sprinkle, maybe a light shower. That continues through this afternoon, but you can see some breaks in the clouds there as well. So by around midday, 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, you'll notice really across the board, there's going to be a chance for some isolated showers here and there. There could even be a brief period of moderate to heavy rainfall in some areas, especially in the mountains, not so much in the valley. And then we go into about 5, 6 o'clock this afternoon. Most of it's in the mountains, but yeah, still a chance for a stray sprinkle or light shower even for the valley. Drier, it looks like, though, for Del Norte and Humboldt counties. Then by tonight, it's all pretty much done and over with. And I'm expecting dry conditions here for your Tuesday, which we'll get into what we expected the rest of this week a little bit later in your deeper dive forecast. But for today, yeah, as promised, we're talking those cooler temperatures. Low to mid 60s in the valley, low to mid 60s. For the mountains, we're talking 40s and 50s, low 60s for inland, mid to upper 50s along the coast. Now, we do have a freeze warning for early tomorrow morning for Humboldt County, southern Humboldt County. And this may change as far as the overall coverage of where we see this warning, but you get the idea. It looks like it's going to be a cold start to the day tomorrow. All right, so here's your 7-day outlook. Looks pretty ominous, doesn't it? I mean, you look at it and you go, wow, a break for everyone on Tuesday, and that's what I do expect. But off and on chances for rain, really for Wednesday through Friday. There's a very good chance I may be taking the rain out of the forecast on Saturday. We'll see. I'm going to keep that chance in there because some of the long-range forecast models are keeping that chance in there. But then by Sunday, it should dry out. Again, just as I mentioned, everyone, including the coast and the mountains, will be dry on Tuesday with off and on chances for rain at least through Friday, if not even possibly into Saturday as well. All right, let's go into your deeper dive forecast. Cool and unsettled to start the week. That's what we're seeing right now. But it'll be dry and slightly warmer for your Tuesday with another cool and unsettled weather pattern for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, quite possibly even lingering into Saturday. Now, snow is going to be as low as about 4,500 feet, but I don't expect any travel concerns. So no travel delays, no chain requirements. And here we are talking about cooler temperatures. We've still got to talk about the shoe fire. Shoe fire is now at 5,124 acres, but now, at least as I'm recording this, at 65% containment. That may change here later this morning. But you can see the winds, they'll be a little breezy out there today with today's storm system. Tuesday, we see a lull in that activity. Of course, I was talking about drier conditions on Tuesday, and we're looking at some fairly calm winds as well. But then on Wednesday, the winds may pick back up again with the next approaching storm system. Could be looking at gusty winds at times. But you see the winds as they pick up with these storms, not terribly concerned about fires. And the reason being is, look at the humidity today. And we were 30 to 40%. That's pretty good. Now the humidity is dropping on Tuesday because it will dry out on Tuesday. But the winds, as you saw, are not all that strong on Tuesday. But then the winds pick up on Wednesday, but look at the humidity. They're back up again. Still a little low in some spots here, but not too bad. So once again, big area, main area of low pressure is here. Speckled clouds, all indicating that cold and unstable air that's in place as we speak. All right, so again, here's Futurecast. We saw what it's looking like here for today, and just some scattered showers really across the board. Here we are at 3 p.m., some of that making its way into the valley, all of the mountains and the coast seeing the chance for showers by midday. By 6 p.m., most of it's in the higher elevations at this point. As I mentioned, snow levels around 4,500 feet at the lowest, but shouldn't really impact your travel. And then by tonight, it's dry. Now take a look at through the day on Tuesday. Yeah, we're looking at dry conditions, just some high clouds coming in from the west. So everyone's seen that break on Tuesday, but still cool. And then you can see Wednesday morning, we've got the next approaching storm system. Now, the forecast models, even last week, were really indicating that it's going to take a while on Wednesday for this system to get through. So I do expect that the coast, by around midday on Wednesday, we'll see that cold front passing through, giving you rain. But really, even by midday, pretty much everyone else still looking at dry conditions. It's not until Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening that we start to see it really pushing through, but even off to the east into eastern mountains, Plumas counties, it's really going to take a while, even until Wednesday night before those showers begin to kind of come on in. So rainfall totals forecast, again, don't take these to be exact, but as we go into Wednesday afternoon, the bulk of the rain still, where is it? Yes, obviously along the coast, right? And of course, some of the inland areas, we're just not seeing as much of that rain making its way into the valley or to the east as well. Now, forecast snow totals, this is our short range forecast model. I think it's doing a pretty good job. It's showing where most of that snow will be, as I mentioned, maybe as low as 4,500 feet. So that could indicate places like Chester, maybe El Tourist, seeing a mix at times through Wednesday and possibly even into Thursday and Friday as well. But you can see you have to go into the higher elevations of the Trinity Alps, the Marble Mountains, the Coastal Range, the Warner Mountains, Southern Cascades, Northern Sierra, again, mainly above 6,000 feet before you really start seeing some of that accumulating snow. So let's take a look at Futurecast long range. There's that Wednesday system I was talking about. And then as we go into Thursday, Friday, maybe a chance for some of those showers. And then it looks like high pressure begins to kind of settle on in as we get into the second half of the weekend and early next week. That would mean drier and warmer conditions most likely. So today, cool and unsettled weather patterns kind of coming through this week. And then next week looks like high pressure, at least to start off next week, maybe high pressure with drier and warmer conditions entering the picture. So let's take a look at the longer range forecast model estimates. And you can see here as we go through, I think the bulk of the heaviest rainfall for the valley will be on Thursday, and that's when we can start to see some of the heavier amounts come in. But again, don't take those numbers to be exact. So overall though, we look at the long range here, looking past 10 days, we're actually in the drier than normal category. So you saw that high pressure building in next week. That could be the overall trend. Now we're still in that cooler than normal category, but that's going to continue through at least Saturday. Then as we go into next week, we're going to be kind of hovering around where we should be for this time of the year as we do go into next week. But this week, yeah, get out there, enjoy that cooler weather. Wave heights for today, rather high actually. If you do need to be on a small boat, be aware of the fact that there is a small craft advisory out there for today. But the wave height should start to drop for your Tuesday. All right, so here's a marine forecast for your Monday. Northwest winds at about 5 knots. Waves to the northwest at 12 feet at 14 seconds. And there's your high and low tide with that small craft advisory for today. So your Trinity County neighborhood forecast, yeah, it's cooling off. We're only reaching mid to upper 50s for your highs. Mad River cooler at about 47 degrees. Now we take a look at the north coast. Temperatures for the coast will be in the upper 50s. I think everyone is going to see the break from the wet weather on Tuesday and then off and on chances for more showers at times through at least Friday. I've still got it in there for Saturday. That may change though. So the weekend for the most part will probably be dry, especially for Sunday going into early next week. Your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. It's cool today. Temperatures only reaching the mid 40s, give or take. 49 degrees for Fort Bidwell, 46 for Alturas and Cedarville. Dry. Now again, I see the snow levels. I've got them around 4,500 feet. So yeah, I mean, I think at times that Alturas you could see a mix. You could maybe even see a mix for places like Chester, Viola. I think Viola could be looking at a bit of a mix. Again, if you're at about 4,500 feet, you know where you are. You know where those places are. You could be at the very least be looking at a bit of a mix at those times. Here's your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by our friends at Walgamuth Painting. Temperatures today, yeah, only reaching the mid 60s for most of us in the Valley here for today. Dry across the board for tomorrow, and then more off and on chances for showers for Wednesday through Friday, possibly even lingering on into your Saturday as well. I do anticipate, really honestly, the best chance for rain in the Valley. Unfortunately, it looks like really all of Northern California on Halloween. So it may be a little wet for the trick-or-treaters. This is something we'll have to kind of a stay tuned type forecast. So as we go into Thursday evening, we'll take a look to see just how heavy that rain might be. But then, as I mentioned, maybe some lingering showers by Saturday, but for the most part, the weekend at this point, looking fairly dry, especially by Sunday, and it'll probably linger with drier and warmer conditions going into next week. That's your morning update. I'll be back at noon for your latest forecast.
Barr & Mudford is a top established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.